We're on day 5 already of shifting patterns towards energy. So we stop draining it. I'm on this journey with you as I also reset my energy management plan because I've gotten a little off track over the last couple months. For this one, you're going to need a piece of paper. I want you to go get outside, get some fresh air, get away from screens for a moment. After you watch this, of course. And I want you to grab a piece of paper because we're going to do some quick brain dumping for this one. This one is about energy leakage. So I want you to grab a scrap piece of paper, a napkin, whatever you have laying around, that back of the grocery list. And I want you to just start brain dumping everything that leaks your energy. When people suck, when the kids don't listen, another thing on the to-do list when you were almost done on your to-do list, that email that automatically assigns you work, that meeting that could have been an email, finishing a project for having another one pop up, another thing broken in the house, that person in your life that always takes but never gives back, those triggers that you haven't managed and you binge watch shows or food at the end of the night, all the energy leak things that you know, this drains my energy. They could be small, they could be big. I want you to just list, right? The goal is to do it without overthinking it, without too much detail. You just want to spitfire everything that kind of tease you off, drains your energy, doesn't make you feel good. And then what I want you to do is I want you to rate it on a scale from 1 to 3, not 1 to 10, not 1 to 5, 1 to 3, because we're going dramatic here. On this list, 1 is it kind of drains your energy. It isn't great, but like it's not a big energy drainer. I reset from it easy, no problem. It's part of life. 2 is situational. It kind of depends on the person, the place that you're doing. If it's repetitive, if it's just occasional, that's a 2. Put a 2 on that leakage if it's situational. 3 means this is a life sucker. We're going into the reserves often. It happens pretty much every day. I dread seeing this person doing this thing, getting that email, and that's the energy suckers. So what we're doing is we're not only acknowledging where we need our patterns to have a natural flow towards energy, we're going to start interrupting the patterns of energy that are leaking, that are draining our energy. And that's where that's going to find that natural balance, because we're not going to fight reality, right? There will always be people that suck. I am a decade HR person. There will always be people that suck. Okay. But then there's also people that are phenomenal, right? So we're going to hang around the phenomenal people, the people that lift you up, but then we need to work on all these energy leakage and drainers that are going on. Now, if your list is like my list, it's long, right? We're talking like pages here, okay? So we're going to be focusing on the 3s. The 3s are the big energy drainers. So all the 3s, I want you to circle, I want you to highlight, I want you to mark it up, saying this is my focus right now. Now, if you have a bunch of 3s, that's an undertaking, and this is a micro challenge. We're not going to change everything tonight. So then I want you to look at all those 3s, and I want you to pick one that's manageable for you right now. If you are in a low state, that's going to probably navigate which big number 3 that you pick. If you're in like a let's go type of mood today, you might take on a bigger dog to retrain. So what we're doing is we're patching those energy leakage one at a time. Because why we're not going to attack them all at once is sometimes when you do an energy leakage patch over here, it actually solves your problem over there. And it also isn't such a giant overtaking because you might get really good at conflict conversations or setting boundaries, or you might get really good at managing those emails and what responsibilities and obligations end up on your plate. So then the other energy leakage items that were rated 3 aren't really 3 anymore. They're more situational. So do you see why we're just biting off only one thing at a time? Is because the others might just work themselves out. What was interesting in the process of identifying my energy leakage is the categories within that. Some were physical, 100% in my control, what I'm doing to myself. Some of them were relationship based, so that means I have to deal with some other people. Some of them were emotional based, which means I need to work on some of my emotional resiliency and processing those deep emotions that keep resurfacing into ugly monsters. Sometimes it was cognitive, my thought management, what I was allowing in, what I was allowing out. So the goal in the challenge today is list those energy leakers. Rate 1, not so much a bother, 2, situational, or 3, yes, big energy leakage, and then attack one of those items that is ranked 3. Now, if that's a slam dunk or you did really well, then grab another item that was ranked 3. And then I'll see you back here as we continue to shift patterns, because patterns either feed the energy or they drain them.